What's up guys, I'm David Mazzei, and this is Justin Tillery. This is the 4-rotor RX7 we've been working on for the past few months, and we're about to get it tuned on Saturday. Nelson Severe is going to be coming in from Texas to tune this car. He's also going to be tuning a 3-rotor RX7 and 2 2-rotor RX7s here in Birmingham. We're really excited to get this done, and so we just want to talk about what we've been working on the past week to get ready for this tune. So, a few things we've been doing. First, I want to thank Haltech for sending this 4-channel exhaust gas temperature controller. And basically what this does is it allows us to monitor the exhaust gas temperature on each runner of the exhaust manifold, so that we can make sure that each rotor is running within the same temperature. And it allows us to trim the fuel on each fuel injector, and that makes up for any sort of bias of airflow through the intake manifold and any flow differentials between the fuel injectors, so we can get a nice even controlled tune across all 4 rotors on this car. And it also serves as a protection for engine protection, so in case one rotor is running hotter than the others, we'll be able to tell on the computer. So we want to thank Haltech for this, and it seems like a great device. We can't wait to see how it works. Another thing we've been working on is trying to keep heat down. Heat management is big because the rotor engine puts out a lot of heat, and this being a 26B, it's twice the motor, and we already know how hot rotaries run. So one thing we've done is we've made this, Cameron Musgrove, a friend of ours, has made this exhaust shield. Basically what this does is it protects the fuel rails from heat soaking, and that way we keep the fuel temperatures down, and it keeps from cavitating the pump, because fuel actually boils around 100 degrees Fahrenheit when it's not under pressure. So the fuel returning to the gas tank, there's chances of it boiling, and it can cavitate and starve your pump. So by protecting the fuel rails from heat soak, that eliminates that issue. Additionally, we put this heat shield on the turbocharger on the turbine. It works incredibly. You'll see the turbine temperatures are idle around 600 degrees Fahrenheit, but with the heat shield, you can actually rest your hand on it somewhere around 150 degrees. So very excited about that. Moving around here, we've got a Peterson wet sump oil pump that provides the oiling for the motor, and a whole bunch of stuff. And another cool thing that we're excited about seeing how it works on the dyno is PPRE has done an incredible job on this motor, and they fabricated this water-to-air intake manifold. So inside the intake manifold is actually 2 water-to-air intercooler cores that are welded together, and the air actually travels in through the throttle body and across the intercooler cores, which cools down the charge temperatures. And what this allows us to do is get away from having to make a V-mount or a front mount that would block the radiator. And it also allows us to cool down the system with water that we keep in a reservoir in the trunk. So we're going to walk around here and check that out. And so basically how this works is we've got this 2-gallon tank back here, which holds a mix of water and coolant. And the 2-gallon tank contains a Roll 2000 bilge pump, which pumps water through these 2 coolers. And behind the coolers, the frame of the car is cut out to allow the air to pass down and over the rear diffuser. So the water gets cooled down, and it passes through these lines that you see running along the trans tunnel in the interior of the car. And where the heater core lines used to be, these lines actually come through. They run into the intake manifold and come out of the intake manifold, and the cool water is passed through. And if we move around here, you'll see that we have the valve that we've made. This valve back here allows us to drain this tank whenever we like, and we can drain the coolant underneath the car, and we can put ice back here in this reservoir to bring down the temperatures in case we reach a heat soak environment. Over here, we're also excited about the Fuel Lab pump. It's the first time we've used one on an RX7. Many times we've ran 2 pumps and had to deal with speed control and all the excess fuel of 2 pumps. But what this pump allows us to do is run 1 pump. It's a brushless design motor that pumps around 170 gallons an hour of fuel, and it's variable speed. So the fuel pressure regulator at the front of the car watches the amount of flow and will adjust the speed of the pump accordingly. That way we don't have too much volume of fuel moving, and it's only based upon demand. That helps keep fuel temperatures down as well, and it helps keep the pump life a lot longer. Over here you'll also see we've rewired the entire interior of the car That's what all these wires are. And these 2 fuse boxes are waterproof and contain relays. These relays are triggered by the custom dash setup that I've done. And if we check out this dash, basically what's going on here is you've got the main battery switch, which you turn on, and it clicks a remote battery isolator in the trunk. And each one of these switches triggers a relay. These are all grounds so that we don't have any hot wires in the car. So you can flip a switch and that enables the lift pump. This is the main fuel pump. And then we've got the water intercooler system, radiator fans. Everything is individually controlled here, but these are all overrides. Everything is also managed by the ECU. So this is just in case for diagnostic purposes. Over here you can flip this on and see the race pack display. And we have standalone switches for the blinkers. And we have a AEM 12 position pot boost controller switch that will allow us to turn boost up and down. And so we can cycle through the race pack here. And basically that's how it works. So very excited about getting this car on the dyno. And so we're just gonna finish up a few things. We may add an additional cooler to the front to help facilitate the heat soak that might occur on the dyno or from prolonged use of the water cooling system. So once again, very excited about this water intercooler thing, and want to thank Pulse Performance Race Engineering, Warren Overton, for putting together this tremendous motor for us, and we're excited to see how it performs. So appreciate it, guys. Stick with us, and we're going to make some more videos, hopefully get some pulls on this car. The goal right now is just to get 5-10 pounds of boost, get it driving, see how it responds, and we'll turn it up from there. So thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.